That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Jones wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Utah.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to turn the corner on the left, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. back to work after the break, and it is third down. Jones to throw. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Back to pass. It's complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Utes are on the move. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved it into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
It's complete to the left. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing it well, because right now, they do not have the answer for this guy.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. The ball is down.
The training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab on the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Arizona in a hurry. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's high. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. No huddle here for the offense. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Jones wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That's now 200 catches in his career. It's
so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Salt Lake City.
The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Jones to throw. Fakes to grab. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. And the Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. On target. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
35, Arizona, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. RPO complete to open the drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Brown will throw it. Release to the back. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, better look out! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on! He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Plucks it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Still running at the 40. He's loose. The 30. He's at the... and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Give to the running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Nix. Caught behind the line, it's Warren. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go! Let's go! Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to set up the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Kamara. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Hughes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Arizona runs out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Jones to throw. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nix. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.